Today on r/EntitledParents. Entitled neighbor wants her kids in my garden. I, 29 female, don't have kids, but have my younger sister, 16, living with me for around 10 years. And we have a trampoline still on our back garden from when we were younger. Neighbor to the left of me has 4 kids and moved in a year ago. 2 weeks ago, Glasgow started getting really good weather, so the kids have been out playing constantly, not an issue. They asked if I could let the kids use the trampoline one day, so I was like sure, but only for a bit because I have friends coming over for some drinks. 7 p.m. comes. I ask them to go home because my 5 friends have shown up and we were going to be drinking. Cue the crying. They leave the garden upset, but hey, that's not my issue. They've been on it for 3 hours at this point. Their mom pops her head out of the bedroom window and asks if they can stay in the garden longer. No, I'm not your babysitter. She's annoyed but drops it. Last week I come home from some shopping, and to my surprise, find all 4 kids in the garden, plus their younger cousin. Ask them to leave, tell them they just can't come into my garden without me there, and they didn't even ask. They refuse to leave, so I shout up at their mom and tell her to get them out of the garden. She says let them play for a bit, you don't even use it. Okay, but still, not your garden. Eventually we get into an argument and they leave. She's mad and shouting, saying I'm being a Karen and I should let them in. I tell her not to ask again because the answer will be no. This happened again the day after. All 4 kids plus their cousin, waiting till I move the car from the driveway and heading straight into the garden. So I wake up this morning. I've since put a lock on the trampoline, just a small one on the mesh safety enclosure to stop them from opening it up, cause I'm petty. Plus it's Saturday, I'm not working today, my day off, but no. Neighbor decides that at 9 a.m. this morning, her kids are being fired straight out of that house with breakfast bars and a bottle of water, and they head straight into the garden. So I can hear them from my window. I look out and tell them to leave. By the time I get downstairs, Mom has descended from her house and is trying to climb the fence between our gardens, shouting about how I used to let them use it, and she's going to call the police for hitting her kids. Great. You do that. I'll be sure to show them the Ring camera footage, which coincidentally has footage of your husband picking the lock open so your brats can use the trampoline. So long story short, entitled mother sends her kids into my garden repeatedly after being told not to, calls the police on me for harassment and hitting her kids, and ends up getting her own husband arrested for theft and housebreaking and criminal damage. Suck it, lady. Edit. Decided it's not worth the hassle 10 minutes ago. I took a knife and slashed the part you jump on. Brother is coming up on Tuesday to help me dismantle it, and we will take it to the local recycling center.